Well, we kind of saw some of this coming in college football at some point, but it is official that starting this year in 2022, the next team without division after the Big 12 and the Power 5 will be in the Pac-12 Conference. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Christian Ballard of Ballard Sports Media coming at you with a quick video today looking at the Pac-12. I did not add any banners up, or I got banners, but I didn't get pictures for this one. I really just wanted to get serious and kind of talk about this. But the news is that George Kliavkoff, of course, the Pac-12 commissioner, has announced that they will be removing this year the North and the South divisions from the Pac-12 conference. Now, what does this mean for football? I don't think it really means anything for football. I think what it means is more so for the Pac-12. And what this is you will have it like the Big 12, where you literally have the two best teams with the best conference records go head-to-head in the conference championships. And I will say this, I think that's the way it should be in football. I'm not saying I hate the divisions. I'm not for them. I'm not against them. But me personally, I think, be fair, be honest. You can get rid of the SEC divisions 9 times out of 10. Who's it going to be? Georgia and Alabama. Clemson, and then, I don't know. It seems like Wake Forest is doing some good things. In the ACC, the Big Ten. Last year, it would have been, I guess Michigan, which we can look at that. But anyway, you get the point that I'm trying to make there is that it should come down to the two best teams. It's the conference championship. I understand divisions. Don't get it twisted. I understand. What I don't get is, there's asterisks. You will have one team 11-1 that clearly has a path to the playoff if they win. But then you got this other team. Think about it. Take 2017, for example. You can even take 2016 Ohio State, but I want to use 2017. You had Auburn win the West. You had Georgia win the SEC East. Alabama got in without even making their conference. If we didn't have divisions, Alabama would have had to go in and fight for a playoff spot, much like Georgia had to, and they won the SEC, and they got in 2017, right? I know what you're saying. Oh, but Ballard, what if they had lost that game? Your team's Bama, and they would have. But it would have been fair for college football. Forget my team for a second. Forget who I'm pulling for. Forget all of that. Here's the thing. It comes down to the two best. We always talk about who are the best teams, the best teams, the best teams, the best teams, the best teams. We talk so much about that. I think what the Pac-12 is doing is great for college football. I think it's good for the Pac-12. But really, Trojans Wire of USA Today, let me share this. It talks so much. Obviously, he's going to talk about USC, but here you go. George Kliavkoff does in one day what Larry Scott couldn't do in 12 years. But what they go on to talk about in this one, honestly, is Lincoln Riley and the Trojans and how this is their chance to get into the playoff. It might be their path. And quite honestly, I think we want to see teams like USC get in. Don't get it twisted. We want to see that, right? They also put something out on the Pac-12 official website of what it would look like under the new system years ago. The best teams in the conference or the divisional winners that we had last year would have been Oregon and Utah. Last 2020, technically, it would have been the two best teams with the best records, and the Pac-12 only had 6 games. But it would have been USC and, at the time, number 25, Colorado. Unfortunately, though, the Pac-12 North having Washington They were unable to play anyway, so Oregon had to go in. But had they been able to play, Washington would have played USC. But if you take away the divisions, Colorado's in there, right? You have two South teams make it in, or in this case, two Pac-12 teams, because we wouldn't have the divisions, right? They wouldn't have changed much with USC and Stanford in 2017. 2016 Washington versus Colorado. It says no change there. Overall, here's what I'll say. I think my opinion. Here you go. This is from the Pac-12 official website. Oregon, UCLA in 2011. You had Oregon, Stanford. Stanford, UCLA. Oregon, Stanford again. Stanford, Arizona State. No change in 2013. 2014, no change between Arizona and Oregon. Stanford, USC. It would have ended up being Stanford and Oregon, which I would say, even still, I think Stanford and Oregon are probably the two best teams in the conference. Well, maybe Stanford's fallen off just a bit. They're still pretty good, though, in some ways. They got to find their rhythm back. But I guess USC's after Oregon. You got Dan Lanning, a new head coach over there in Eugene. No change against Oregon and Arizona in 2014. Stanford, SoCal. It would have been Stanford, Oregon in 2015. 2016, Washington makes the college football playoff. They would have made it again. I think they would have whooped up on Colorado that year. There is no change, right? They did whoop up on them. USC and Stanford, no change in 2017. 2018, Washington, Utah. It would have been Washington State. They would have played again the second week in a row. Utah and Oregon, no change in 2019. USC, Washington. It would have been USC, Colorado in 2020. Of course, there's an asterisk and everything like that. Washington couldn't even play because of COVID. And then this past year, it would have been no change. You have Utah and Oregon. So the CFP rankings used from 2014 to 2021, BCS rankings used from 2011 to 2013, and it shows this little note here that Washington was unable to play, so they were replaced by the second place team in the North Division by Oregon. So you go forward with this. I'll say my final thoughts and opinions. I want to make this one quick for you guys today. Pac-12 removing divisions. Is this where we're at in college football? I think it is. I'm not saying every conference is going to start doing it. You got the Big 12 wanting to add teams like Houston, BYU, UCF, Cincinnati. They don't even have a division in there. But you got some American teams that are going to leave. Are they going to get rid of divisions? Which actually, I take that back. I don't think the American has divisions. I think it's just a list of these group of five teams that we call them. Greg Sankey loves the SEC. He loves how the divisions are. He loves the setup. I think we all do. I don't think at any point you'll see the SEC end up switching from divisions to no divisions. The Big Ten could. Maybe the ACC is next. I don't know. I mean, if that was the case, you would have had Clemson, Wake Forest, I think, last year. So, but I mean, really, is that the two best teams? I mean, Clemson was just whatever they were. I don't know how to say it nicely. But bottom line is this: no more divisions in Pac-12 football. This is the way I think personally it should be. I think you should take, regardless of what side they're on, literally the two best teams with the record. If that were the case, would you not have had Georgia, Alabama in 2017? There'd be no second and 26. Auburn only got to Atlanta because they beat Alabama and had the better conference record in the Western Division, right? Alabama, record-wise, still had a better record than Auburn, and I think it would have been Georgia, Alabama in the SEC title game in 2017. So, but anyways, I want to get your guys, y'all's thoughts in the comments on the Pac-12 removing the divisions, going to a Big 12 type of system. I don't even know what you want to call that. It's not the pod. It's just the conference system. You take the two best teams in the conference, see what they can do, and put them head to head in December. So I think it's a good idea. I think there shouldn't be divisions. I think you should literally every year for every conference take the two best conference teams with the two best conference records, put them on the field. Even if, could you imagine the Iron Bowls? 2013, Auburn won that game. I'm not going to get into that. But if we didn't have the divisions, Alabama would have faced Auburn the next weekend. That's fair. So, anyway, y'all like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. Comment down below your thoughts on the Pac-12 getting rid of their divisions. And we'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on it. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Peace.